What is going on, everybody? Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am your boy ReddersTV, and tonight I am joined by TheGinnaGaming of the Xbox Live Party Podcast, and we are going to be sitting down and just having a little conversation about what we thought of episode 1 of the new Marvel series Moon Knight that debuted on Disney Plus last week. And going into this series, I didn't know nothing about the character. I didn't know anything about the backstory or who the main villain was. So, Ginna, what did you think about the first episode?
So, same as you, I went in blind. I didn't want to know anything about the character. It's rare you get to do that with Marvel characters these days, going in knowing nothing. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great first episode. The actor, Oscar Isaacs,
Yeah,
excellent. Brilliant throughout. I think his portrayal of all the characters, without spoiling too much, was amazing. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was a great opening episode.
What I really liked was that obviously they touch on mental illness, and it's a bit of a risque area for Marvel. Like they don't, not Marvel, Disney. They don't really like to touch on that kind of stuff. But you could tell, within the first, 10, 15 minutes, that he's got something going on, whether it's multiple personality disorder or whatever's going on with him. But I thought he played it really well, and I like the fact that he zones out when the violence happens.
Yeah,
and then when he comes to, it's like, oh, dead bodies.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. Where Marvel's known for its big violence and action set pieces, but he skips it. He does so well. Like you said, he's surrounded by people. He kind of loses consciousness almost, and then he wakes up and he's just surrounded by dead people and blood everywhere. And it's you don't know what happened other than something's switched inside him and taken over. And it's great.
I really like that. I like the fact that each personality's got their own accent, so you don't really know where he's from. Like originally, that's a really really nice little touch. But there isn't many action scenes in this episode. But I quite like the scene in the Alps where he's trying to get down the hill and stuff, and he's being chased. I thought that was
down
really
the Stelvio Pass or whatever, isn't he? And
I really like that. And oh my god, the suit looks awesome. I think he might be the best looking character in the Marvel universe. That suit is just fantastic, I think.
It's very cool. The bit where, without spoiling too much, you actually get to see it for the first time. Glory. Yeah, that is an awesome suit.
I feel like if they don't include him in the MCU after this series, I feel like they've really missed the trick, because he is one of the most badass looking characters I think that Marvel have put out to date. So I'd love to see that in the cinematic universe.
Yeah, I know we discussed it before that he said he hasn't signed on for anything other than this one series, and he'll see where it goes. But I mean, they need to just open their book, and it's only one episode in, but from what we've seen, they just need to chuck money at him, because
it's great.
When they lost Robert Downey Jr., they kind of lost their best actor in terms of someone who can actually put a performance on and make you feel for the character. Like at the end of Endgame, I don't think anyone else, one of the other characters, would have been able to pull that off. But you've got a guy now who's joined, who's that level of actor, and it's like, you need to keep hold of him as long as you can, and maybe don't kill him this time, so you've got someone to carry the rest of the people around you who are just big and muscly.
Yeah, and I quite like the Ethan Hawke villain casting. I mean, I've told you before, I don't rate him as an actor, so for me, I think the only thing that I've ever seen him in that I liked him in was Training Day. But I think a lot of that was down to the fact that Denzel Washington pretty much carried that movie. So that's the only thing I've liked Ethan Hawke in. So it's easy for me to hate him. So having him as a villain is perfect.
I know of him, and I know his name, and everyone raves about him. I cannot remember a single thing I've ever seen him in.
I think he was in a Purge movie once. Other than, that's the only thing I know that he's been in, other than Training Day.
He was great in this, and he had the most uncomfortable introduction scene to a movie I've ever seen. It went through me immediately.
I have a massive... I mean, I can watch gore until, I'm blue in the face. It doesn't really bother me. But you put glass in anything, and it just makes me really uncomfortable. And that's one of the things that I remember about the first Punisher season. If you haven't seen it, that was spoiler alert. But right at the end of the first Punisher season, where he's smashing his face into that mirror on the merry-go-round, oh my god, it made me feel so uncomfortable. And yeah, the way this season kicks off, I felt the exact same way. I just thought, oh my god, I can't watch this. It just makes
There's
me really
something about
uncomfortable.
there's something about the idea of glass entering your body that really makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Like if you get hit with wood or splinters, I
yeah,
imagine they're quite easy to find, and you pick them up, and I think it's just the thing of glass just shatters the more you try to grab it, and it's
yeah, yeah.
it's see through anyway, and just
Especially on your
the
feet as
thought of
well.
it.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, made me really
yeah.
uncomfortable. But yeah, I really liked the end action scene as well, where like I don't know why I keep thinking Anubis, but it wasn't Anubis, was it? It was just two Egyptian dogs, wasn't it? But they came to
Yeah,
life.
I do get why you're saying Anubis is that kind
Yeah,
of shape, isn't it, and
yeah, yeah.
symmetry.
But I thought they were brilliant. And yeah, obviously when he takes over, when Moon Knight comes out and starts, you know, doing his thing, excellent,
Yeah,
absolutely excellent. He just looks so cool, just so cool. Am I right in
I can't
saying
wait to
that?
see
Sorry, go on.
where the next one goes. I can't wait to see where the next episode goes.
Yeah,
It may be one where it jumps away and we don't get to see him for most of the episode again, and we're just following
yeah,
who he is as a person and not the main character. No, not the superhero alter ego. But I'd be happy with that because
yeah.
it's so well acted. It's such an intriguing story.
Am I right in saying that it was shot in the National Museum in London? It looks awfully familiar, and I've actually been there. I've been there a few years ago, and my god, that
That's
place
where
is
they're saying
amazing.
it's based.
Yeah, it
In the
does look very
around
familiar.
there.
So I wonder if it is actually, because I was curious if it was the museum or if it was green screen. So,
Yeah.
but it does look really similar from when I was there. So that's really cool. Hopefully,
They
get to
shot a
see more
scene
of it.
from Black Panther there, didn't they?
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the one where he goes in and says, "Well, that's my shield,
Oh right.
or my spear. You took it from my people, or whatever." And he ends up just taking it and walking out.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't know, but yeah, it does. It does look quite familiar. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where the next episode goes. I think it's gonna be a good season. If the first episode's anything to go by, I think it's gonna
yeah,
be quite a cool season. Because I like the fact that it left me wanting more, and I think that's really important with TV shows. Because if you get to the end of the episode and you want to see the next episode, I think they're doing something right. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I've watched, and I just like, oh, I could like it or leave it. But this, I actually
yeah,
genuinely felt like I really want to see the next episode, so that's great. How about you?
yeah, definitely. It's as far as openings to a series go, it's probably one of the strongest ones I can remember in
Mm.
terms of an episode that's just sets out a stall and it's like, right, this is we're going to show you we're high class, high production,
Yeah,
great
yeah,
acting, and what we're going to be about, and it just nails it in one episode.
yeah, yeah,
It was a fantastic episode.
yeah. Cool. And if you had to give it a scale on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
I'm right up there for me. This is a 9.5 episode.
That's fair.
It's very little I could criticize it on. It has a bit of that Marvel motion blur when some of the action scenes go on that makes me feel a bit sick. Where
Yeah, yeah,
he's getting chased, but it's bouncing around. So you're not quite sure what's chasing him. I think it saves money on CGI, but
yeah, yeah,
um, other than that, there's very little to falter.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'd give it a 9 as well. Really enjoyed it. Really looking forward to go seeing where it goes next. So yeah, I think it's a solid 9 for me as well. But yeah, that pretty much covers it.
I think it does. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
solid 9. Go watch it.
solid 9. It's an awesome show. Go watch it. So yeah, we'll be returning with this season throughout the entire season. So make sure you check back every week, and we will give you our reviews of the latest season. So I'll look forward to seeing you with the next videos. Have a good one.
Spoiler-ish.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the ReddersTV. This is the TheGinnaGaming, and we will catch you in the next one. Have a good one.